All right, welcome back to another episode. Today, I want to talk about dating. I want to talk about this because I saw a topic or video about how a young lady, has this mindset that in order for her to go on a date, he must take her out to an expensive restaurant. I've seen women say this repeatedly, like he must really invest with his pockets in order for her to go on a date. I'm going to tell you my perspective because I don't necessarily agree with that. Because it puts everything onto the man. You're putting everything, like, as far as the decision. Does he like me? Does he like me enough to invest into me? Blah, blah, blah. Like, yes, I believe a man needs to invest. Yes. Okay. But on a first date, you need to figure out if you like this person first. Do not spend hours getting your hair done, your nails done, your makeup done, right? Just to go on a date to find out, you know what? There's no connection. There's no connection. And then what happens? You're going to be on that date sitting there with somebody. Now, your time is valuable. You're going to be sitting there with them for at least 2 to 3 hours. And then just to realize, you know what? I wasted an evening. I could have invested my time into maybe somebody else I was interested in. So what I suggest is people, and I know people don't like the suggestion because they think it's a cheap date. But no, if you take the mindset and put the energy into yourself and say, you know what, who is valuable enough to receive my time? Right? It's not okay. Does he want to be with me? Does he want to be with me? Then if he does, then I'm going to put in the effort to get my nails. No, no. It's like, well, how about, do I like him? Is he somebody I want to go on another date with? That's why I say go on a coffee date, a tea date, go grocery shopping for all I care. But you got to get around somebody to know if there's some type of connection. I don't care how many times the conversations you have in a dating app. Trust, I didn't have many, many, many. I don't care how many conversations you've had. A connection cannot be determined through just typing some text. You actually have to be around that person, whether it be FaceTime, phone call conversations, and plenty of them. But you still need to be around that person to see if your energies are vibing, if they mesh, right? And so the best way to do that is to go on a quick date, not a huge investment into yourself. I can understand, ladies, if you like to dress up. I mean, unless you go into the prom or some gala, y'all can wear something. You can wear something like this to get some tea. Okay. Nobody said you have to dress down to go get some tea and coffee. I'm not saying that, but use the mindset as in, should I spend a lot of time getting ready for somebody I don't even know? And then if you go out on a date with that person and it's terrible, and the date is terrible, or there's no chemistry, he's not asking you any questions, he's monopolizing the entire conversation, he's not making you feel comfortable, he's not even showing any interest in you. Now that if you're in that situation, you have now wasted several hours because it took time for you to get your nails done. It took time for you to get your hair done. All that takes time. And then to go to the date, spend 2 or 3 hours at the restaurant, then to get home, you have now wasted more than half your day with somebody you don't even know. So when you meet people on these dating apps, do a quick FaceTime. Why do you have to do a FaceTime conversation? And you can FaceTime in the app. Okay. All of these dating apps have the ability to do a video call before you even meet that person. Why? Because people out here getting catfish. Don't act like you don't. I've been catfished. Okay. I went on a date with I mean it wasn't that person. I was like, who are you? He didn't run away or anything, but he wasn't the person that was in the pictures. So absolutely, lesson learned. Now they have, like I said, the video conversation in the app. Use it. Do a 5, 10, 15-minute video conversation just to say, I'm her, you're him. Now let's go on a date, right? And now you want to see if your energies are vibing. I've been on dates where the energies were not vibing. On a date, no lie, I left the date in the middle of the date because I had a hard day at work that day. I was tired. And in my job, in my professional career, I do a lot of talking, right? And then by the end of the day, I was really tired. And this man did nothing to have a conversation. He just kept asking me yes or no questions. And then I would ask him an open-ended question. But when it was his turn to ask me a question, it was a yes or no question. Then at many points during the night, the date, he was just dead silence. And I was like, you know what? I'd rather be home. And I said, you know what? It's been nice. It's been really nice, but I'm going to go home. Had I done a coffee or a tea date before me spending a few hours with this gentleman on this date, I would have noticed that he wasn't asking me any questions. And I've been in that situation enough with a few men where I've gone on a date and they didn't ask me anything, nothing. It's like they weren't really trying to get to know me. I've been in that situation enough to where I have now, and I've coached my clients to, y'all go on a coffee tea date, because if not, you will have wasted several hours of your time being with somebody who just is not measuring up. Instead of wasting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours getting ready for the one date, you could have had two dates. Yes, you could have. You could have had two dates, and you could have gotten to know two different men in that one night. I've done it before. It's highly, highly possible. You go get some coffee, you go get some tea, you go to a dessert bar, you go to somewhere where you don't have to spend 2 to 5 hours with one person, either getting ready, being on the date, going to and from the date. Go somewhere simple, okay? Make sure that you want to invest your time into this individual, and you only know that if you go on a date with them. Simple date. Okay. That doesn't mean get your hair and nails made. I'm not saying girls show up bummy. I'm not saying that. Okay. I'm still saying, yes, comb your hair, put a little bit of makeup on, but you ain't got to wear your baddest outfit. Okay. On a date with somebody that you are going to want to forget his name by the end of the night. Just go out with the mindset. Go out with the mindset that I'm here to get to know somebody. I'm putting the energy out here. I want to get to know people, right? It's like an interview. It's like an audition. That first date is literally an audition. I don't know any audition that lasts several hours. Okay. I mean, unless you audition for the movie of your life, but most auditions are quick like this, and then if they like you, they bring you back. That's what a first date is. It's an audition. So put that purview on there and just say, you know what? I want to get to know somebody. And is this person I want to get to know? And then maybe he will feel the same way. And then maybe he will ask you out on the second date. Just make sure that you are valuing your time as much as you are valuing his pockets. Okay. And let me just say, somebody's pockets, their paycheck, their salary does not equate to their value. Okay, they can have all the money in the world and be as cheap as hell. They can have no money and they can still be a giving person. So don't think that just because somebody makes a certain dollar amount that they have disposable income, because a lot of times people don't have disposable income, or two, that they have disposable income and they're ready to spend it on you, because that may not be the case either. So just go out with somebody who can at least afford the date. Okay, they should not be asking you out if they cannot afford the date. Yes, let them afford the date. Go have a good time, and then in the second date, pull out all the showstoppers. Okay, put your nice outfit on. Do your makeup extra nice. Comb your hair extra nice. Right. Invest more time into somebody as you get to know them. Remember, first dates are interviews. Okay, and you have every right to interview him just like he's interviewing you. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.